will be covering the New Zealand beaches. Some significant and important to the beaches is history, ecological, habitat, sociology, and art. The history of New Zealand beaches have a rich history closely tied to the country's Polynesian and European settlements. The shores witnessed the arrival of the Maori people who traveled by waka to establish their settlements along the coast. The beaches served as landing points and played a crucial role in the trade and communication between the different tribes. The ecological habitat in New Zealand is part of diverse coastal economic systems, and they support the unique flora and fauna. The country's coastal areas provide habitats for various marine and bird species, including the endangered and endemic species. For example, New Zealand's sandy beaches are nesting sites for endangered shorebirds like New Zealand dotterel and fairy tern. Coastal areas also host important marine ecosystems, such as kelp forests and seagrass, which provide critical habitats for fish, seashells, and other marine organisms. Some of the sociology behind the New Zealand beaches hold a great sociological importance and serve as gathering places for both locals and tourists. There are spaces where people can come together and relax and socialize and engage in recreational activities. Beaches play a central role in New Zealanders' lifestyle and contribute to the country and identity. Some of the art for New Zealand beaches have a significant source of inspiration for artists and have found expression in various forms of art. The country's stunning coastal landscapes and dramatic cliffs and the pristine sandy shores have been captured in paintings, photographs, and other artistic mediums. In this next slide, I went ahead and got some information about the climate change and the extreme events and the series that it's went through within the 21st century, the 20th century, and even in the 1900s. Following this timeline, I wanted to go ahead and talk about the threats and endangerments within the New Zealand area, such as coastal development, erosion and sea level rise, and then the pollution and runoff. The pollution from various sources, including storm water runoff, industrial activities, and aquatic water management, can degrade water quality and harm the beach ecosystems. Pollution negatively affects the marine life, including sea fish beds and fish population, and can pose risks to the human health, particularly for those engaging in water-based activities. Plastic pollution also poses a significant threat, with the literal washing up on the beaches and impacting both marine organisms and aesthetic value of the coastline. With the erosion in the sea level, there are skeptical to erosion, which can be exacerbated by factors such as climate change and sea level rise. Rising sea levels can lead to increased coastal erosion, flooding, and the loss of beach areas. Erosion can impact the stability of domes, affect coastal vegetation, and compose the natural protection the beaches provide against the storm events. With the coastal development, urbanization and coastal development pose a significant threat to the New Zealand beaches. The construction of infiltration, such as building roads and coastal defenses, can alter the natural coastal process and disrupt the beach ecosystem. Land reclamation projects and the conversion of natural coastal areas for the tourism or residential purposes can lead to the habitat loss, increased pollution, and destruction of fragile dome systems. So with just these three combined, you can already tell how one plays effect in the other and how they are all in one. So if there's something wrong with the erosion and sea level, then the coastal development then gets played into, as well as the pollution. We're just learning about the history and the art and everything that is contributed within the New Zealand area. I have come up with a few solutions of how we can help better the community, such as educate and raise awareness. So learning about the importance of the beaches and why the ecosystems should be valued and why they should be taken care of. Share your knowledge with not only those around you but others, and raise the awareness that the beaches need to be conserved, and to find support for educational programs. Another one was protect and restore the coastal habits. So support and participate in beach restoration projects such as dune restoration and native planting initiatives. report any illegal activities such as sand mining or unauthorized development to the appropriate authorities. This way, we are protecting and restoring what needs to be restored from what has been taken away from either climate change, the pollution, the sea level rise. And another one was reduce pollution. Properly dispose of the waste and avoid littering on beaches, because we know that this has a lot of an effect when we litter and when we keep those when we keep the beaches clean and have volunteer for local conservative groups just to go and help out once in a while.